So how do you get from this to this in a custom wood burning? And that is what I'm going to show you today. Stay tuned. So the most important part in this process is the customer contacting you about a custom piece. Without that, you don't make this piece. And I'll just fast forward this as it's kind of the boring part of this process, but corresponding back and forth, figuring out a design that you and the customer want, then you press your print button and get to work. The next part of this step is actually grabbing my design and tracing it onto my piece of wood. For this piece specifically, I had a lot of different elements going on, and I wasn't copying just like one picture that I found off the internet. I was actually designing something very specific to what he wanted. So he wanted this poem that he wrote burned, and then he wanted a design that kind of complemented the content of his poem. So I incorporated like this forest in the background with a hunting dog and the grass. So there's a lot of different elements I don't normally do. But this created a really strange dynamic because I had these trees, this forest, really far away at the top of my piece, and then a dog with the grass kind of at the front of the piece. And because they were so far apart, I still needed to make sure that the forest looked like it was out in the distance, and then the dog was close to you. So I had to adjust to that, make sure that depth was correct because of the vertical piece. The other thing was I was really limited on the design around the edges because he wanted this poem. So I had to make a scene that was clear what it was. And so through like a couple different challenges, even just trying to make like the dog in the bottom left corner fit was a struggle. So I had to think about and figure out how to design a piece that was what he was going for and that looked nice. If you're new to wood burning, I mean, this is basically how it is with wood burning and actually almost every art medium. You're kind of just like turn up the heat, burn it again, and you just create these layers that help create the depth, whether it's the grass or the dog, the stone, all these different elements. You're not going through it one time. I will say it is a really great feeling that you get when a customer emails you and says, "This piece was amazing. You did a really good job on it. Thank you." And it just to be able to do a good job and create something that you put into reality what somebody envisioned. And that's a really cool part of being an artist. Although doing custom wood burning isn't necessarily my forte, I love burning African wildlife and African animals and stuff like that. But I've noticed in wood burning, there's a lot of demand for custom stuff. It's kind of what I've started to do recently. So let me know how you felt this piece came out. Check out some of my other videos if you're not already, and I'll see you guys next time.